But like, as soon as I said that, Michael just like stopped in his tracks.
Well, I just never thought I'd have to hear those words come out of your mouth.
The gigantic hole.
What am I supposed to call you?
Okay, but when I'm like 20, I don't want to be called zebras anymore. I don't know.
But what do you want me to call you?
Too bad, bucko.
Champ.
Champ.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome.
All right. Hello, everybody on the internet. Welcome to our channel. We don't quite have a name settled on yet, but we're working on it. It's in the works.
It'll be up. It'll be there by the time you see this, so that's good.
By the time you see this video, we will have a name figured out. So,
Probably.
we want to take this first video as an opportunity to kind of intro the channel and this quote-unquote podcast as much as we possibly can and explain kind of what we're going to do, what we're hoping to achieve with it. So, first we should introduce ourselves. We have 4 people here. We have Michael, we have Ryan, we have Zebras, and myself.
That was a very fast introduction.
So, these are going to be our four main hosts, and they can introduce themselves later if they feel inclined to do so.
I'm feeling like it.
And every so often we will add a guest star in, you know, just to spice things up a little bit, keep it interesting, you know. So it's a guest star. It's a guest speaker, guest star.
It's not a star. We're not.
No, it's a guest star.
Who's like...
Liam is a star. All right.
If you're on the show, you're
a guest star.
So we'll introduce ourselves as time goes on. You know, it just happens naturally. So in essence, what we're attempting to do with this is we're just going to kind of talk about stories and different topics that are interesting to us, and kind of form it into a sort of podcast kind of deal, you know?
We're not really expecting it to go anywhere, but if it does, that's great.
If it does, that's wonderful. If it doesn't, that's awful.
Yeah, it's more for us at this point.
It's more therapeutic at this point.
Therapeutic,
Just kind of vent about these different topics, and we have a lot of stories that we need to share with the world because we need to get them out there.
Sorry.
Oh,
Some girl's story. This girl's story. Okay,
You're not
it's
helping.
It's her with.
You're not helping.
Can I finish this, buddy? It's her and her 5 other friends, and they're all doing duck faces, and it's a selfie. And it's just they're all doing the same type of pose. And sorry, but like I couldn't take it. Like,
are you
take in.
So wait, you're not focusing on the podcast, is what you're saying?
Okay.
Let's get back on track here. So our first topic, I guess we're going to start off this video with Michael had a pretty interesting theory the other day involving the Rosetta Stone, if you would care to start that one off.
Yeah, okay. So I couldn't come up with a better term to use than retard. So I'm sorry if that offends you, but actually I'm not sorry because I don't really care.
Mentally
Anyways,
challenged.
That's way too long. I say it way too much in this. Alright, so basically we were talking about it was the special ed classroom in our school is right below one of our classes, and we're taking a test, and we just hear like cooing and random screaming while we're taking the test, and it made me wonder, like, what if they have a language? What if retard is a language? And
it is the main language.
Yeah, they're like higher than us. Every other language is like below these elite retards. They're the minority, but they're actually above all of us. And
the secret elites.
I got to thinking. So the Rosetta Stone helped translate between like ancient Egyptian and ancient Greek and something else, some other something. What if retard is on the Rosetta Stone somewhere? Like, I've never seen it. It's in the British Museum. I've never been. You know, I'd love to go see it so that I can crack it open and look inside.
The theory is you need to break into the British Museum, and so these 3 languages that are on the Rosetta Stone,
they're on the outside.
They're on the outside, and so this new language that we need to figure out, it's locked on the inside when they made it.
I don't think
so.
It's
In essence,
it's an ancient language.
It's an ancient language.
It is.
So in essence, we need to crack open the Rosetta Stone.
Okay.
Like,
if you think about it, when you say it's a language, when you say retard, that's a group of people. White people don't have a white language,
No,
or like Mexican isn't Mexican language. So
So you know how people
Maybe.
think lizard people
Maybe it's
control
called
the
like
government and
maybe
everything?
it's called like
Okay, no. People who think lizard people control the government are just like retards. I'm talking about
Yeah.
retards here. Okay.
No, I'm saying those are the
Can I
people.
finish?
They government.
They're mentally challenged.
Yeah, those are the mentally challenged. The retards are the smart ones. They think outside the box. And they
know.
literally cracked open the stone and wrote their message inside, and it's yet to be found. But I came to the chilling realization that if we can get to the British Museum and crack open that stone, which I'm sure will be a very difficult task, it's probably under heavy security.
Similar thing happened in a movie with the Constitution.
Well, this isn't a movie. This is real life, Ryan. So I'd like you to
What
take it
movie
seriously,
is that?
I
please.
never understood like security, like heavy security at a museum and stuff like that. Because
Well,
like
a lot of exhibits
could-
are worth a lot of money.
no, that's what I say. Like people say they sell them for like a bunch of money. Who's like trying to buy that? Like why?
The dark web.
No, but it's like the Constitution. Like who's gonna? What are you gonna do with that?
I don't know. All I know
Hang it
is
on
if
your
the
wall?
Rosetta Stone went up on the dark web right now or the black market, I'd buy it. Anyways, so I'm looking on Google Street View of the British Museum because I'm like, what is this? Never heard of it. I don't know. It could be some big thing in Europe. I don't know. I live in the United States of fucking America, and
Freedom.
so I'm looking at Google Street View and I just see this like this triangular roof piece and it's outlined in white and it stands out from all the others. So I'm thinking to myself, man, this is weird. Like, this is an old building. It could be coincidental, but it's the only one that's outlined in white and it stands out. I zoom in on it and then I look up like where the exhibit is and they do line up. So my theory is that they planned this and they want me to find this and they need me to go through that roof panel and take the stone and
Who
finally
exactly-
finally crack the code. The end. That's my theory.
You know, I think it's pretty viable. I think it's a good opportunity to enhance the knowledge of the world, and I think we should take it.
Yeah, and I guess my second question, my second very deep question that sprouts off of that is, if I don't have Down syndrome, would that mean that I have Up syndrome?
No, it means you have medium syndrome. Up
Ah.
syndrome are the people who are really smart, like the Albert Einsteins. They have up syndrome.
Or Nick.
But anyways, I'll put a picture of this in the video just so that people can see that I'm not like completely making it up. And somebody's probably
No,
gonna,
it's a real thing.
if somebody sees it and gets pissed off, they'll probably explain what it actually is. But if nobody does that, I guess it means I'm right. So,
I mean, nobody's gonna see it
Yeah,
probably.
well,
So
well, you never know.
You never truly know. All right. So how this story works is, so me, Michael, and Zebras, we're all lifeguards. Ryan's
Zebras, Michael, and I.
Yeah, I was
Zebras,
about to
Michael,
say
and
that.
I, we're all lifeguards over the summer, and so in essence, we're very loose with people taking shifts, and so there's this one female lifeguard, and she wanted me to take her shift, and so I actually pull up the text here. It just says, "Hey, I'm so sorry that this is such late notice. Mind you, this is the PM shift the day before," and she says, "But is there any way you could take my PM tomorrow?" And I, being the lazy man that I am, say, "No, sorry," even though I could. And she says, "Why? If you aren't doing anything, I'd really appreciate it." And so that's the first issue. That's my first issue with this individual. Is if somebody says no, you just say, "Okay, thanks." Anyways, you don't say why. And that was the first red flag I had. And I'm sure there was some before that, but I didn't quite grasp them. And so I tried to play it off. Right? I say, "Well, the thing is, it's my dog's birthday tomorrow, and I really don't want to miss it. I want to be there for it." Granted, it wasn't my dog's birthday, but I figured I could play it off. She says, "Okay, well, the shift is only 4 hours out of the day, and literally nobody else can take it." And this was the real red flag. This is when I started getting really upset. She says, "Sorry, I'm being so annoying. It's just that I'm taking the ACT, and no one else can take it, and I can't miss the test." And so we go on the ACT website. Of course, we go to College Board, and we cross-check it, and there was no ACT that day.
Nowhere,
So-
not at anywhere nearby. There's no ACTs being offered.
In
No
no
way.
state in the United
No
States of America was there an ACT on that day. And then I give her the real reason. I say, "Sorry, I actually can't. My family's coming into town. We're going out to dinner." And she asked, "Why didn't you say that first?" So good point. I should have said that first, but I thought she would take the hint. And then she messaged me, I think it was 5 minutes later. She says, "Can you please just take the shift? I know it's annoying, but you've never taken one of mine, and I need someone to." And I never remember her taking any of mine. And so I told her that. I said, I don't quite remember you taking any of mine. And she just kept going. She says, you never asked. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji, laughing emoji. And I said, I mean, granted, I never did ask, but she never
You weren't
asked to
laughing,
take
huh?
any of my shifts. Yeah, no, I was laughing. I was having a great time at this point.
Oh, you were?
Sounds
Like,
a lot of
yeah,
entitlement.
and I quote, like, you never asked me to take any of your shifts, and I would have if you asked, and I highly doubt that. And so that was the first time that I really had an experience with this kind of individual, and I didn't like it. And so this sparked a long, heated relationship between me and her, and it happened a few other times. I don't know if we want to go through that right now. We might save it for a later episode. But I think it happened 1 or 2 times after that, and it just wasn't a very good. It was a toxic relationship, so I'm glad I'm out of that at this
So
point.
they broke up.
Right. Yeah, then we broke
Yeah.
up. We no longer work together.
First of all, they were dating.
That's false. We were coworkers.
Jack,
Okay.
yes, you were.
Ryan.
Sexual
And,
harassment in the workplace is a real problem. Did you pay
Ryan.
attention to the video?
And so yeah, and I did watch the sexual harassment video, so therefore I did not sexually harass her. I just told her many reasons. Take notes, kids. And so that's in essence the first story, my first encounter with a really toxic coworker in the workplace. And so the moral of the story is, if somebody's being toxic, you need to be toxic back, because, as Martin Luther King said, light cannot drive
Oh,
out
it's
hate.
Malcolm X.
Only
You
hate
sound
can
like
do
a-
that.
You sound like a 12-year-old on Xbox.
Hey,
so-
I have an
no,
encounter
Martin-
with her too, but I took a different approach. Okay, it's the same date. I know that it's the same date that she was asking you. She also asked me. She said,
Oh yeah.
"Hey, is there any way you could work my PM shift Wednesday? No one else can, so I would really appreciate it if you could!" Exclamation point. So, first of all, I hate people that use exclamation points.
Yeah.
I just kind of hate
Yeah, I feel
punctuation in text. Like, okay,
It's
I know
unnecessary.
you're not actually shouting that, so why are you using an exclamation point? And then I said I can't, sorry. And I was used to people just saying okay and taking no for an answer like normal human beings. But for the first time ever, she said, "Are you sure? I don't think anyone can take it." And then I was like, okay, this bitch. So I explained to her that I start school the day after, and I'm trying to be anywhere except here on my last day of summer vacation. She said, "I completely understand that. I would do the same thing!" Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Two of them. It's just that
She's
no
trying
one
to play
else
the
can
dirt,
take the
as-
shifts, so I would really appreciate it. And
Why did she
I
use
told
this
her
date?
I told her that I already had plans. This is the day that we went to Starved Rock, Ryan.
Oh, that was a good day.
So I told her we already had plans, but we're really unorganized, so we didn't know what time we were going until like 5 minutes before we left. So the next thing she asked is what time. So not only is she asking what I'm doing, now she's asking when I'm doing it. And I didn't feel like she's not my mom. I'm not gonna tell her where I'm gonna be at what times, like when I'm gonna be home. So I said I don't know. We had plans to do stuff in the afternoon because she asked me to take an afternoon shift, and she said, "Okay, well if there's any way you can find out a time for sure, please let me know. Sorry I'm being so annoying. It's just that you never take any of my shifts, and I'm taking the ACT."
The classic.
So she used
You
the
never
same
taken
excuses
any of
before,
mine.
and
She used the same excuse with
Yeah.
both of us.
yeah, and at this point, Jack had already like talked to me about this, and we had already discussed it. So I kind of was
Maybe you
done.
should just meme her more.
So that was when we realized that it was
you
going
should
to
have
become
said
an
something
entire.
like,
I left her on red
Ooh,
at this point,
big
so I took a
guy.
different approach. I think it was on accident. I just kind of forgot because it wasn't very
she
interesting.
just like memed her, just like to make her angry. Say like, my car's not working, but I could walk there, but it's a really far walk, and then she'll ask like, where do you live, and you'll say like 2 minutes away.
I literally live
You'll-
a
you'll
minute
be like,
away.
"Oh, no, it's a pretty far walk."
I actually
that was
live
the
within
approach.
walking distance.
You live.
That was
You
the
make
approach
like,
I
a
tried
really
to
long
take.
conversation. You make a really like long like wait. So like you tell her like, I'll see how I'm feeling that day. And then like an hour before the shift, you should say, "No, I can't take it."
Yeah, I'm like, all right, I'll let you know, but I'm not gonna know for sure until like 2:45 tomorrow. So 15 minutes before the shift, and you're supposed to be there 15 minutes early anyways. And then at like 4, I would text her, "Oh, sorry, shoot, I forgot. I can't. It's my dog's birthday." At the end.
And then, of course, we can't forget the people.
You should have said like it's my
Another-
keyboard's birthday or something.
Another fairly unorganized individual. We can't forget her because it was like 30 minutes into our shift, and so we texted her. We were like, "Hey, where are you?" And she says, "Sorry, I'm in Wisconsin." I was like,
Oh, who's this? I
Wait, is
forgot who
this the one who was in Florida too?
"Oh yeah, no, it was like 30 minutes before her
Oh.
shift started." And
Yep,
she
okay, we
texted
know who
me
it is.
going, "Hey, is there any way you could take my shift? I'm in right now."
Yeah.
So
Like-
you didn't think about this earlier?
You send in your availability a month early, and it's so flexible. Like, if you asked anyone to take your shift before the day of, somebody would have taken it.
It's so flexible. 80% of the lifeguards take the entire third month of the summer off.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I
The
work every
entire
single
month of
day and I
summer.
make
Oh,
money.
I thought you meant take off. I worked like every day in August. It was fucking insane.
It's wonderful.
And can I intercept with another story about the legend?
Okay.
Legend.
Okay, so we were working on a shift, and I think there's supposed to be like 5 guards, or is it 4? Not including the
On what
manager.
day?
Something. All I know, okay, it
What
doesn't
time?
matter. All I know is that it was after 6, so it was like
It's 4 guards.
yeah, and then the manager, and then we were like 1 guard down. So it was already like kind of messed up, because that's what happens in August. There's like a lot of like less guards, so like we do like less stuff because we don't have as many guards. But pretty much we were already down 1 guard, and then not our boss, but like I don't know. We can't not really our boss, but he called the manager. It was our good buddy Merrick who's managing. We'll put his name in here because we actually give him good recognition. He's a great guy.
He's a good guy.
And so he was managing, and he got the call, and he was like, "Can someone go manage at this pool?" I forgot what pool it is. Doesn't matter.
White
He
Eagle.
was like, "Can someone go manage at this pool?" And it's like 5 minutes away from where we are, and everyone drives, except I don't think I drove that day. I think I walked. I don't know, but pretty much no one was really able to manage there. Not sure if it was manager or guard, but someone just needed to take a shift there.
It was guard, but
then-
nobody wanted to. And Merrick was nice
Yeah.
enough to the point where he asked, like, Jack, were you working?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so it was me. It was literally the 3 of us, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was
the
the 3 of
Legend
us,
27.
the 3 of us and the legend.
and the one lady that we're talking about.
No, yeah, it wasn't us that was down. It was White Eagle that was down. And Merrick came up
Yeah.
and asked each of us individually, like, kind of nicely, because we're all pals. He's like, "All right, if you really don't want to, it's fine. I'm not gonna make you, but like, just tell me." And then also,
keep in mind,
can you please
at
give
this
me a
point-
legit reason, like, to tell our boss, like, just make
Keep
something
in
up.
mind, at this point, it's the last weekend of the summer, so everybody's at the pool. So we can't afford to be down a guard at this point because that'd just be chaotic.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
I said
also
that-
none of us wanted to go. That's the main reason. None of us wanted to leave.
Well, yeah.
I couldn't because I didn't drive that day. I didn't have my car that day. So I
it was
couldn't.
my dog's
But,
birthday.
like,
I couldn't.
When you guys told Merrick that you couldn't go, you guys were honest and you said, "I just don't want to go."
Yeah,
This girl we were talking about, on the other hand, that we had our 2 little stories about, she said that she had dance practice that day.
on a Sunday night.
A Sunday night.
Yeah, fair enough. And well, like Sunday is okay. It was also like 7, so it was kind of a little out of the ordinary. So we were very skeptical about that, and we asked one of her friend. Well, it's not her friend, but another person that works with us who also does dance, and dance with her. They bust a move.
It's a sick name.
And she
Okay,
confirmed
so-
that there was no dance practice that day.
No dance practice.
Which it was pretty obvious. We kind of already knew, like, a club dance team or like the school one, either one, neither of them would practice at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, you
on a
like
Sunday.
can't though. No, you can't have practice on Sundays and like at most schools and like clubs and everything.
Yeah,
just because like there's church and stuff, and you're just you're
but
not
also
supposed to,
9
like-
p.m. on a Sunday. Why?
Yeah, it made no sense. So like, I would have been fine if she honestly just said, "I don't want to take it."
Honesty
you
is the
know,
key.
She's made these 3 bizarre excuses. So,
Didn't Merrick end up
this year's
leaving?
gonna be interesting.
Merrick did end up leaving, and Zebras ended up managing.
Yeah, Merrick left
Oh, yeah,
because
that's
he
fun.
felt bad because he was managing at the time, and basically he made Merrick leave, which
Yep.
probably would have
Piece of
happened
shit.
anyways. But she didn't give a legit reason, so I felt
Wait, is
really
this
bad
a
for Merrick.
YouTube channel?
Also, I would take Merrick over this girl, so it was a sad day. I mean,
was it
hopefully,
for-
fingers crossed, she won't be working with us this summer.
Fingers.
so-
We
I kind
always-
of do want her to work with us just so we could just meme her and just
Yeah,
like
it's gonna be it's gonna be such a joke.
just
the
have content.
meme,
I feel like that'll be great.
tire meme.
Cause she's like now iconic. Like
No,
because
we,
how
we
many
always have
people, like,
content.
there's so many people that we could
The
talk
summer-
about with Lifegarden. It's
The
it's
summer
just
workforce provides so much content.
Good or bad?
It's amazing.
Good or bad, Zebras?
Any.
There's okay. Well, there's another person. Can I
Mm,
publicly say her name? Because I kind of don't care.
Can you just type? Can you type her name in the chat first?
Okay.
Because
Because
it's Hobby
I
Lobby.
really don't care about like her, fucking
Well, she might
her
care.
life.
So
Uh, uh,
yeah. I'm just-
Yeah. Don't say her last name. You can say her first name.
Okay, so this bitch, well, named Kate, right? And it's actually kind of fitting that her name's Kate. No offense to anyone
Aaron.
who's named Kate, or if you're even fucking listening to this, who knows? I don't know why I'm here, but like, most girls named Kate are pieces of shit. So, at least in my lifetime, she.
Generalization.
Wait. What? What did I just hear?
That's a fallacy.
I was talking about how most people named Kate are like pieces of shit.
I
was just saying,
think
like,
I only
don't
know
get
2,
offended.
but okay, continue.
Okay. So I think she missed about what, like 11 shifts the whole fucking month.
Yeah.
But I could have gotten to that, but now I just thought of this one time. She has a boyfriend. At least I'm aware of right now. But like at the time, she had a boyfriend and stuff. She ordered some Jimmy Johns, and this fucking thought piece of shit. She has the Jimmy Johns got up. I don't think I was in the guardhouse.
No,
But
it was
I
me. It was
saw-
me.
Yeah,
I'm
saw
pretty
the
sure I
Jimmy
told you
John's
about
guy
this.
at some point. Yeah, I saw the Jimmy John's guy at some point though.
I know what you're
He
gonna
was
say.
ugly. And she was like, "That Jimmy John's guy was kind of hot." And then as she like fucking unraveled her sandwich.
Okay, wait.
It's
I
just
think
like-
you're missing a big part. So let me say it. So I was in the guardhouse with her, and she asked me, do you think I should have like asked him to have sex or something? Like I could have sucked his dick, or maybe it was like just getting his number or something. She was basically trying to say that like she could have gotten her sandwich for free if she.
She's trying to get a discount.
Yeah,
So she's
And
willing to
such like
do
a bitch
that
thing to
for
do.
a sandwich. Huh?
She also
Yeah.
did something for a large fry.
This is the,
There's
it's
that
the
story.
bane of her existence.
She's
That's a
basically
s-
known for sucking off a guy for a free large fry at McDonald's.
Yeah, that's a secondhand story. That's from our good buddy Baxter.
Be
money.
money.
Wait, was it him that she did it to?
No, but
No.
it was
I
when they were dating, wasn't it?
No, they were dating, and then Baxter dumped her, and then that same day.
Oh
She
yeah,
did
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Went
Just
into a
don't-
crippling hole of depression and had just needed some fries.
I mean, McDonald's fries are actually pretty good.
You know, sometimes
not
you
a
just need the
small-
fries.
I haven't had McDonald's in a long time.
Small.
I only have
fry.
McDonald's when I have like an extreme craving for them.
I have
Speaking of which,
McDonald's
you
at
guys
the
had the. Have you guys had? Oh yeah, you guys had the Shamrock Shakes.
No, I don't like mint.
I don't like it that much.
Fuck.
Ryan hates mint so much.
What?
I like mint gum. I don't.
You,
like
you guys know the
I
Thin
have
Mint Girl
mint
Scout cookies?
everything.
mint. Oh, Ian was chasing me with them.
Yeah. Apparently the smell of Thin Mints makes Ryan
Makes me wanna
puke.
Dude,
What?
it's awful.
Like he told me that he would
What?
actually puke if he smelled it.
I've actually thrown up from just like eating.
I
one.
love
It
the
is
smell.
Awful.
Yeah.
No.
Our,
What is wrong
our
with-
buddy Ian was chasing him around with a
But-
box of Thin
With
Mints.
the box, I could see that.
It's like chasing a muscle with a piece of ham.
Dude, no, like he was trying to make me eat one, and I would actually throw up. and it was about.
That's the most bizarre thing I've ever heard. Someone
just
chasing
cannot-
someone
I
with Girl
cannot.
Scout cookies.
Okay, shut
Like,
up.
what's wrong with
They're awful.
I have mint everything. I have mint mouthwash. I have mint gum. I have this
like mint. I like mint mouthwash. I like mint gum. I just don't like mint and chocolate together.
mint and chocolate are amazing.
Dude,
It's
no,
literally
but
the
they're
only
not-
thing that makes it good.
No, I
Hey,
can't.
you know about mint chocolate ice cream? Have you had that?
It's awful. It is.
It's good, but it's not my
Oh.
favorite.
Anything
It's
that
not
has-
my favorite, but like it's not
If-
bad.
But yeah,
If you say
I'll
mint-
take it. Like it's
If
good.
you say mint and chocolate in the same sentence, I want to throw up.
Mint chocolate. Mint
Wait,
so-
chocolate.
And
The
there's-
first time you had mint chocolate, was there like an incident?
dude, no, I used to eat.
Were you
Kid a lot.
sick?
I used to eat kid a lot, and I don't think that, that didn't make me throw up. So I could eat a lot.
So in
Just-
essence, what we're saying is that Ryan may not be a host in
No,
coming
no,
weeks.
but
He
like
can't get over this.
no,
mint
but there's taste aversions. Taste aversions is like when, like in your childhood, like
You
get
got that
sick
from
or
my mom's
something.
class.
Shut up.
There was a
Okay,
chance
yeah.
where I-
Can I explain it? Fucking cunt.
Yeah, I don't know
Right.
what it is, but sounds like a psychology thing.
It is, yeah. What was I fucking on about? God damn it.
Taste
aversions.
aversions.
All right. So, taste aversions in your childhood, if you're like sick, let's say you're like 5, and you have
I
like a
used to get
food.
super sick, so it's pretty likely I would be in the
If
hospital.
you have like a food or something, it doesn't
Yeah.
have to really be for the first time. But let's say like you have a dinner of like tacos or something, right? You have a dinner of some steak tacos, right?
Yeah.
And you're sick and you're like you have the flu, so you're like throwing up and stuff. If you like are about to throw up, like after you eat it, or like you're smelling it as like you feel like you're gonna throw up, you're gonna associate that taste or smell of the food with like you throwing up, even
I
though
mean-
that's not the cause of you throwing up, and then it's
That's-
gonna like carry throughout your life, and that's why you can't like smell like Thin Mints or
Yeah.
something.
True
Maybe that's
story.
when you've, like,
I had
thrown
that
up.
with Lil Natty's for most of my childhood, and now it's my
What?
favorite pizza.
Giordano's is better, just saying.
Because the earliest time I ever remember going there, I was sick, and I think I like ran in the bathroom and puked, and then I would just
Yeah.
associate the smell of Lil Natty's with me getting sick.
Yeah. It's not
And
actually,
now
like,
it's like the
taste or
best thing in the
anything.
world.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not actually like taste. It's just because you happen to like smell it or something as you were like sick and about to throw up.
That actually makes sense.
Did my mom use her with undercooked meat as the example?
Yeah, that's she gets well done meat. It's fucking
Yeah, because
bad.
she had a
Well
burger when
done.
she was younger.
Michael's mom told you about this.
She
in
had a-
class?
She had a burger when she was younger, and it was like completely undercooked, and she got like sick from it. That's the same
Yeah.
thing, I
I
guess.
mean, I can see that.
Can't even get near. Yeah, it's pretty fucked.
That would suck
like,
though.
what
If it's
about-
something that you like.
Yeah. Ryan, what about mint toothpaste?
I use it every day.
Okay.
good.
So
He's
like
not
you like
eating it.
mint everything except for like mint like
Mint
treats.
with chocolate.
Okay.
As long
That's
as
kind of
me,
acceptable.
I could make you like
Kinda
have
not.
a stroke if I gave you mint chocolate toothpaste.
Yeah, Ryan. To get over it, all you have to do is eat it. Like when you're healthy.
no, like it actually makes me like I try to eat.
Thin
it
mints are amazing. You get like a stack of them, you put them in the freezer, and you have them cold.
I know. There's
So
Thin
good.
Mints
Can I
in my
go get
house,
some Thin Mints right now? I have Thin Mints in my fridge that I noticed
Yeah, I do
before
too.
we started.
Because
But here's the thing.
I think
Yeah,
the Girl,
well,
the
we
Girl
don't-
Scouts
we
just
don't-
like sold their stuff.
We don't need to hear you.
yeah,
crunch
I got
them.
some, and there was some selling at my school.
Here's
Everyone
the
has
thing.
Girl Scout
sick
cookies
right
right now.
so-
People in some of my classes just walk around with boxes of Thin Mints, just snack
Yeah.
on them throughout the day.
I love
Yeah.
when people bring like
Amazing.
Starbucks in the morning. How about you guys?
Oh,
I don't fucking.
That-
I don't drink coffee.
No, I don't even like coffee. Like, I've only had it
I-
once.
It's not that I don't like coffee. It's just I don't need it, and I don't want to like.
No, yeah, I
form
don't
a
want.
habit.
if I
it's like-
if I need something in the morning, I go for a Monster. I can't do coffee really.
That's
I don't have
terrible.
like any caffeine
Here's the thing. I know it.
unless I
if
got like 2 hours of
start-
sleep.
If I started drinking coffee, I would definitely like need it every morning, probably. So I don't want to.
Ryan, I don't think you should be allowed to drink coffee. Remember when you
Yeah,
had
it should
sugar
be
for the first
illegal.
time in a while on Halloween?
What? Oh,
You were
oh, yeah,
you were
go
like
look at-
baked.
Go look at Jimbo
Oh,
77.
yeah, I didn't
on
understand.
No
YouTube.
shout outs.
Well, no.
no
to see the
shout
video.
outs.
To see the video.
No
No
shout
shout
outs.
outs.
Okay. I'm sorry.
haven't ate like a single Thin Mint, and we got the Girl Scout cookies like it was like 2 weeks ago. I haven't ate a single one because I'm just saving
For what?
for like
Right
tasting them
on.
because they're so good.
Oh, so you just have like one every once in a while?
No, I haven't had a single one. Like I'm saving the whole box for just one night where I'm craving it like, extremely.
I think maybe you were
I'm
gonna
just gonna
spread
eat the
them
whole
out.
thing. It's gonna be the best thing ever.
Dude, I used to have this really bad habit. Like, so if you open like a cookie, like thing in the what do you call it, in the fridge, and I'd be like, I'm just gonna have a little bit of cookie dough before we make the cookies, and then the next
Oh,
day,
I can't have cookie dough.
next day I'm like, I'm gonna have a little bit more, and then next day, actually next hour, then I just eat the whole thing.
Yeah. If I have
Wait.
like cookie dough, like when we're like making cookies, and we have the raw cookie dough, and not like the factory. Like the factory, I could eat that, but like when we
Yeah.
make homemade cookies and make the cookie dough and stuff, I would like eat a piece of it, but like I get an upset stomach
Jack,
after
remember
having
when
it.
we were
Probably
just-
because there's raw egg in it, and
Yeah, I know.
you're not supposed to eat
Everyone
the
else
homemade
doesn't
one.
have a.
Jack,
No,
and I
no,
were-
that's only homemade. Or I mean,
Jack
that's
and I-
store bought. Store bought is fine.
Jack and I
Thank
were
you.
walking through Menards.
We're
and,
eating. So first we went to Walmart to look for Christmas decorations, and so we were there and we picked up these, like those tubes of cookie dough. So we
Yeah.
each got one of those, and so I was like, no way I'm bringing this home. And so when we went to Menards, I think I ate about half of it to 3/4 of it in a time span of about 15 minutes.
Wait, did you pay for it?
And
Yeah.
oh yeah, no, I paid for it. I just ate it once we went to the next store, and
Oh.
let me tell you, don't do that.
I ate the what's it called? The cookies that are like I don't know what they're called, but they're like the fudge stripe things. You know those?
Mm,
Yeah.
Yeah, I had those, the mint kind. Ryan's favorite. I had those when me and my like 3 other friends were doing it's not the overnight challenge, but we made a little fort in Walmart, and I just got those cookies, and we sat there. We sat there for a good 2 minutes. It lasted that long before a lady walked by and just stared at us through like the little crack.
Rennie, you
And
guys
like we just got out laughing, like and we didn't bat an eye at her because and I got the thing of cookies and I just shoved it in my pocket because I didn't want her to see me like going with an unopened thing of, I mean not unopened, an open thing of cookies. And so yeah, top tier heist. I stole like a $2 worth of cookies.
Oh, I just remember when we were playing hide and seek at Walmart, and I had that one spot, but then Michael ratted me out. It was such a good, like, remember when I was in the shelf?
yeah, and you could barely get out.
Yeah, but it was so good.
Ryan, if you got stuck in there and nobody found you, you would
He was outside.
That
you
was
might
my
still be
one
there.
when
Dude,
I would
it-
play like hide and seek.
It took me like
Dude,
10 minutes to get out.
If like I would play hide and seek as a kid, and like if it was like 20 minutes that would go by, I would just get scared and just think that like I've been left.
Yeah, I remember. I don't know if it was the same day, Ryan, but there was a time that I was there. You might have been there. You might not have been. I was climbing under. Remember how we had that like kind of permanent fort in the back by the strollers?
Yeah.
Like nobody destroyed it. It was
Oh,
always there.
Yeah. Yeah, finally it got destroyed though.
Well, I was climbing in, and as I'm climbing in, I turn my head, and a worker from like all the way across the store sees me and just starts running towards me. It was the weirdest thing because we locked eyes for a second, but I was still kind of going under because I wasn't registering that it was a worker, and then he just starts running towards me. So I might have been the reason actually.
Wait, he was running towards you?
Yeah, he was running, so I just kind of like zigzagged through some aisles. Oh, who was there? Who was there when I was hiding in the changing room during a game of hide and seek?
What?
It might not have been any of you. No, it was other Jack. So I go in the changing room, right? And the one at Walmart, they have like a worker standing outside it who helps you. She
Yeah.
like unlocks it for you and stuff. So she's standing outside. There's like 3 changing rooms. I'm the only one in one. And they're kind of lined up next to each other like stalls, like bathroom stalls, but you can only go
Yeah.
over, you can't go under. So Jack wanted to hide with me. He was getting chased or something. He goes into the one next to me, like runs past the lady who's standing right outside, some old lady. And then he like spider climbs up the wall and falls into my changing room. Oh yeah, also you had to bring I had to like grab 2 pairs of random jeans. I think they were like girls' jeans. Because the lady said that you need to be trying on clothes to go in for some reason. And I think Nick came in too. He climbed the wall too. And then when he opened the door, she turns around and she just sees 3 of us walk out at once. It was the most embarrassing shit.
What do you think? Oh, remember that one guy that wanted to race Nick?
I was not with you guys. I was putting my coins in the coin thing. I got like
Okay.
$50 in coins. But yeah,
So
you can tell
this-
that story.
This guy was like high and drunk out of his mind, and he wanted. So we had like, for a little bit of context, we probably had like 25, 30 guys in Walmart, and
Yeah, it was insane.
he walks up to us and he's like, I want to race one of you guys. And we're like, okay. So we're in the back of the store, and we're getting ready to do it, and then he's like, wait, we should go in the parking lot. So we're like, yeah. So he's wearing Crocs.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a description of the man since Ryan hasn't done it. He was like a
Okay, yeah.
40-year-old black guy who looked like he was homeless.
Aw,
And
poor guy.
he was gonna like race Nick in the parking lot with his socks on, and then I don't remember why, but he just decided not to. But he wanted to like give us like beer if Nick won. So he's like, I'll give this to you guys. Like Nick's like, oh, okay. And then his nephew comes out and he's like convince my nephew to do a sport. he's like wait, was anyone else there or no?
I think I walked up at this point.
I think he goes.
Jack wasn't there.
I was not.
So then he goes, my faggot ass nephew won't play any sports, so right in front of the kid, literally right in front of the kid. And the kid just like looks at us like so sad.
Oh my god.
And then the guy yells at him to go back in the car, and then the guy gets in the car and drives away. And this guy should not have been driving.
I do remember
Yeah.
that part. Is this the night that we did shopping cart races?
No, this is not the night. That was also fun. Nick pushed like. You gotta put the video in there, but Nick,
I'll put the video in.
Because
Nick
think I was
pushed.
asleep.
Nick pushed 11 of us or something
Yeah, I was insane.
in shopping carts across the thing. This is after we were doing like just 8v8 shopping cart racing, just in the parking lot, and it was getting pretty insane.
That was a lot of fun.
I can't do like races on like concrete and like parking lots with like a shopping cart or like anything
Why?
else. Because when I was in 3rd grade with my ripstick, I went down my driveway, I hit a bump, and I got a concussion. So I don't like. I'm very cautious with like I could longboard because they have like big wheels and they could go over bumps really easily. But like anything else, like the shopping cart or the shopping cart is the most sensitive thing. Like in the store, you hit like a little bump and you get fucked.
I
So,
was
like, I don't want to go through that experience ever again.
me and Mitch, I don't know if you know him, but we're longboarding, and he has this electric longboard that goes like 18 miles an hour, and I'm like struggling to keep it.
Those are
So I was
insane.
but I was staying with him, and we noticed these bikers are on our tail, like this entire, like for like a mile and a half, and they're following like every turn, and then like we just slow down and like chill for a little bit, and they like come up and pass us. They're like, finally we caught you guys, and they got all pissed off at Mitch because they're like, you had an electric skateboard that whole time? You guys are cheating. I was like, okay.
Wait,
That happens to
wait,
me. For, like,
random
other
people?
reasons.
Yeah, so we didn't know them.
well, at least
Were
it was
they-
only
were
a
they
friendly
like
race, and they
the-
weren't like trying to bug you.
Were they like
No.
the middle-aged suburban parents? Were they? Like,
Oh, they were wearing
a
like all the
joke.
biker gear, like
Oh,
they had like
Disgusting.
just insane helmets and like the.
they
truck
wore
bikes.
helmets.
Yeah, no, and they were
Just
they
the
were in
fact that they wore
neighborhood.
helmets, I can tell they're serious.
I respect that.
They had to
I
be
wanna
like
get another
40. They had to be
concussion.
like 45
Oh,
at
my
least.
God.
No, they got mad because they thought we were both on electric one.
That's cheating.
Wait,
Okay.
did he have 2 skateboards, or were you just
No,
like hugging him
I
on the back?
No, I was just like hauling on my normal one, and
Oh.
he's just chilling on his 18-mile-an-hour one.
Should have just got your car, or was this like when you were?
We were going somewhere.
I almost ran
I
someone
like-
over a few hours, like 2 hours ago.
Yeah,
Like-
you were on Discord in your car.
Well, it wasn't
Yeah.
during that, but yeah, I was. No, it was the closest I've ever came to running someone over. So I picked up my phone, right, to skip the song, but I have to look at my
Ooh.
phone really quick just so that my thumb can find the next button on the screen.
Yeah,
And there
like
was
the
a lady.
CD
I was
player.
in downtown Naperville. I was kind of by North Central College. Your college, Ryan. By the way, traffic is terrible. at
No, I
night.
know. I've seen it.
Ugh, it was
Yeah.
horrible. She was jaywalking in the middle of Chicago Ave, which is like a
Oh, she
busy road.
deserves to die.
Yeah, it's a busy road, and she's jaywalking, and she was looking down at her phone while she was doing it. So
What
I-
the fuck?
I wasn't really thinking about it because I was trying to get into a parking garage that was right there. But once I
I
parked
would
my
just hit
car,
her.
I just kind of sat there. I was like, I actually would have killed her if I didn't look up because I kind of swerved out of the way.
There was one time I slid through a red light on the way home from like a run or something. And
I
slid
know what day you're talking about because I slid
Dude,
through a few red lights
it
that
was-
day too.
Okay, it was like the red light was like already, it was red for like maybe 5 seconds. So I just hit the brakes normally. I just hit black ice. My car just goes straight through. Luckily the guy was paying attention and he didn't go. But that's the first time my car has ever slid like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I got like a foot massage when I slammed on my brakes. Well, I didn't slam on them. I started braking so early, but
No,
I
I
got
did
like the
too,
foot
but it
massage thing.
It just kept going.
Yeah.
So you
was
made
really bad
analog
that day.
brakes.
No, I remember the parking lot from the place where we ran was a little bit uphill to get out, and in a front wheel drive car, even putting my car in second gear, I couldn't get out. Like I just couldn't get traction to get out because there's a stop sign getting out of the parking lot. So you're stopped, you're on an uphill. And I think Jack was behind me, and I took like 10 minutes to get out.
It took me like I would floor my car and nothing would happen. Like
Yeah.
my wheels won't even spin.
You just couldn't get, yeah.
It was bad. And then I was turning into our neighborhood and I hit the ice patch like turning in and I slammed in going like 15 or 20. There's no damage to my car.
Yeah,
Surprisingly.
I got so scared, and then I immediately texted that, and you sent it at like the same time. We both slammed into the curb.
Oh, it's like when I almost hit Ryan. I was
Oh, yeah.
backing out of
Yeah,
Michael's.
so I'm backing out of Michael's driveway, and I see zebras backing out fast, and I start honking my car like. Brr, 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 brr,
Okay,
and
thanks for
he
the sound
just-
effects.
and he
What
just
was-
keeps going, and he got within like an inch of my truck. Like,
Okay, I was listening to music and I couldn't hear his horn. But my point is, he started backing out, right? So he's at the top of your driveway, right? And then there's the sidewalk part, blah blah blah. And then
I didn't
there's,
see
like, the
any of
bottom
this.
half. He was at the very top of the driveway. He was going down, right? And he stopped when his like front wheels were on the sidewalk. So I already saw him going down for at
No, I
least like
stopped
3
because of-
seconds. So I start, and then like when he like reached the sidewalk, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go. And
I'm
then
starting my
put it in
music.
reverse. Shut the fuck up. I put it in reverse, and then I turned my what I did. I think I turned my music up. I did something, or I like messed with my heater or something. And then for like 2 seconds, I look back in my mirror. For another 2 seconds, I see that Ryan is still there, and I was scared shitless. I couldn't hear his honking because I had music on.
Why
and
did,
I
did
don't
you
know,
finally
it
hear
wasn't
him
even, like,
stop?
I couldn't hear
Max
your honking
music.
either.
Dude, someone hit me in
Yeah.
the morning once. Like, just I was in my car and the person that parks in front of me just pulled up and hit my car.
Oh my!
But she hit the bull bar, so it scratched her car and didn't do anything to my car.
Did you have to
The
do the
person in front
awkward
of
like
you.
thing where you get out of your car and you kind of just like
I
give a
looked
dead
at
stare?
Yeah, no, I got out of the car, like looked at the damage, and she's
What's
oh.
the damage?
Okay, Jack.
So you're
Jack.
like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Jack. I've got a story about the person who parks in front of me. So today,
Is it a long story or a
No,
short
she
story?
said, "Did
it's
I
a
hit
pretty
your
short
car?"
story.
Because we're at like 45 minutes right now.
It's fine. So basically, she's a horrible driver. There's a stop sign right before like our section of the parking lot where our spots are at school, and she blows the stop sign every morning because she goes straight into that tiny lot, and she thinks, oh, barely anybody's going this way. I'm not in the way, so she always blows the stop sign. But I'm going in. I'm like the only person that's affected, so she's almost hit me multiple times, and she parks right in front of me too.
Why don't you tell her?
I did. I tell her all the time. She's like, how'd you like my parking job? I'm like, you actually suck. You don't know how to drive. And she
Wait,
just
like
goes,
trying to be friends with you?
basically. And so today Jack and I are walking because we have to walk to the building. Our spots are okay. They're not like great.
Oh no, I just
And
broke
she was in the spot before I got there. She was in her spot, so she's already there. Jack and I are walking into the building. We just hear an engine roaring, and she flies past us, going like 45 miles an hour in the parking lot. And she just like, she almost misses the main stop sign where you'll actually get screwed over because there's a dean watching usually. And she like drifts around the corner and just disappears off into the distance.
Dude, I used to
Off
blow
to the
that one stop
sunset.
sign every day.
Like 10 minutes before the first bell rang.
Ever since we saw that cop there watching that stop sign, I haven't.
Yeah, the cop who
Good for
didn't pretend to pull us over for a video.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, piece
Fucking
of
hate
shit.
it.
Wow.
Take his badge.
He didn't do his
Wow.
duty.
He didn't do his duty, his civil duty.
All right. So we're gonna wrap it up. This is
This
This
has
has been-
been.
this has been episode 1.
Episode
with
0.
Episode 0 pilot.
Yeah.
And so more to come. More to come.
In a few months,
Combat.
yeah.
It won't be a few months. After you watch this video, it'll probably be
2 years.
yeah.
Depending on how long Michael takes to edit. Which I mean,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could take
We can't
however
make
long
any
I want with this
promises.
one because we don't have a channel right now, so still gotta figure
we're
that out.
working on it.
Yeah, it's a work in progress.
Expect episode 1 to come up. This is episode 0. Expect episode 1 in your inbox.
Yeah, we're not giving up on this. We like this idea. This is, like we said earlier,
Yeah.
this is kind of more for us at the
Yeah.
moment, since obviously we don't have an audience right now.
Yeah.
But it's therapeutic.
It's therapeutic. Like we said, it's therapeutic. Expect more to come.
If,
Adios.
if anyone actually got here, thank you.
We applaud your
Smash that like
your-
button.
your heroic actions.
Smash
That like button. Smash
Hit
that
that
subscribe
bell
button.
icon.
bell button.
Hit that bell icon. And we'll
And
see you in the next one, Chief.
follow us.
See you
Follow us
later.
on our Twitters.
No.
I will do.
Okay. This is when you hit stop recording.
Adios.